Right, today's Sunday, December 23rd, 2018. It's going to be part 2 of the headliner video. Hopefully wrap this up today. It sat overnight. It looks better than it did yesterday. It's getting there. Just needs some pulling and some stapling. Maybe taking some staples out and re-stretching. Just needs a little bit of work. Maybe about 2 hours. So I'm going to be doing that today. Hopefully wrap this up, get it nice and tight, trimmed, and move on to the glass on the car. The front looks okay. Front looks good. And a little work toward the back. Unfortunately, there was a flaw in the stitching right here. It was bunched up. So in order to fix that, you would have to take all the seam loose. I didn't really want to do that, so just kind of cut one stitch with a razor blade, and we're gonna try and work it out. I'm sure it's gonna be a little flaw there, but if I can pull this off with just that, I'll be happy. Like I say, unfortunately, it was a flaw in the stitching. Other than that, the headliner was good. It's really thick material. I'm surprised at it. I don't know if maybe the quality has changed over the years. Like I say, this thing sat in a box for 20 years, folded up. So has quite a few. I wish it was hot. I wish it was like 100 degrees. I could have took this thing out and put it in the driveway, but unfortunately it's like 50, so it's not happening. But I do have a heat gun. So we're just going to work it a little bit back and forth with some staples. I'm not using any glue, just all staples. I don't have a glue gun or a spray gun. So stay tuned. Hopefully have this done later today. Alright, today's still Sunday, December 23rd, 2018. Got the headliner done. It took probably about 4 hours today, 2 people, just kind of pulling and stapling. So as usual, my disclaimer is I don't do this for a living, but let's see what we got. Overall, I'm pretty satisfied with it. The flaw in the stitching worked out actually pretty good. You can see it there. Had to cut 2 stitches because it was bunched up. I guess the sewing machine or whoever made this, it bunched up 2 stitches. So we had to basically cut 2 stitches and make it relief, and it can stretch out, which it looks way better. It looks 10 times better than it did last night. I mean, it's there, but I mean, from here you can't see it. So just to recap, we did the all new tack strip. I used 3/8 crown, 1/4 inch leg, galvanized staples, and like I said, this headliner sat in a box folded up for 20 years, since 1997, and that's literally, I have the paperwork that shows that. So let me go around the other side. So it had wrinkles that were very stubborn, but I noticed that as it's stretching out now with a little bit of heat from the heat gun, they're kind of disappearing. Mainly in the back corner there, you got a little bit, but the sail panel goes all the way above the staples by about 1 inch. So those wrinkles down at the end of the seam get covered by the sail panel. I already test fitted them. This one I put just test fitted the molding on this side just to see what all it covers. This one, it's not quite tightened, but just to see what it covers, what wrinkles might need to maybe rework. What I learned is so last night we stapled front and back complete, pulled it tight,
This morning, after looking at it, I redid the game plan, and we pulled all the staples out. We just left two in the middle in the front, two in the middle in the back. And what we did was we stapled the side. So we put 2 staples here on this side and correspond with the other side. And then we moved up. Same thing. Work the sides. And as you're working with just a little bit of a heat, you don't want to be too heavy with the heat gun, because then you stretch the vinyl beyond the point that it shrinks back, and then you have a big problem. So you're just kind of moving with the heat, real light, and you're basically pushing this down to right here with your hand, and it pulls all the wrinkles out from this area. So you pull it down by hand here, and then with your other hand you wrap it around here, and then with the stapler, and you just keep doing that. And then we stapled the front, and you have to pull staples out. I probably pulled out half of the ones I put in, so that you can stretch it just that much more to get that little wrinkle out, or that little sag or slop or whatever. So you're pulling a lot of staples out, you're putting a lot of staples in. But put the sun visors in. We were able to do that without making a hole too big. You can see it still has a little bit of, I think this might go away in time once it gets hot in here and works its way out, because it's tight. It's not a wrinkle. It's more like the way that it was folded in the box. But we got the visors in without messing stuff up, and they work good. I don't even have a bushing in there, so there's no bushing, and they stay good. So visors are in. They match. Test fit this molding. I think I can get this out a little bit better. Just pull a little bit more. If you can, you just watch how it goes, and that disappears. So a couple more staples right there, but it's getting there. I think these might work out. Once it heats up and once it settles in, I think it'll stretch out, because last night when we stapled it, it looked way more wrinkly, and this morning when I came out here, it was better. So just it being installed helps. But it's tight. I mean, I don't know how much money I saved. I don't know what an upholstery shop charges for this, but I spent $50 on the stapler, spent $10 on the actual staples. I spent about $50 on the tack strip, and about $2 on some sheet metal screws, and I did it myself. So did it for about $100. I don't know what upholstery shop charge. I'm guessing probably at least $300, maybe $250. And then, are you guaranteed to have, magazine quality results? Maybe, maybe not. But I'm satisfied. It looks white here, but it's not. It's like a sky blue. Got the sail panels. Need to cover those, slap those on. But first I need to put the molding on the outside. Need to polish that. Need to figure out what I'm going to do with the headliner molding. I don't know if I want to strip and polish that, or if I want to paint them. I guess I got to sleep on it. But overall, headliner's done. I would say total it took about 8 hours. 2 people. My wife was out here helping. She was a big help. But headliner's done. I'm okay with it. So stay tuned for more progress. I'm going to try and get the glass in this week, front and back for sure. Maybe the door and the quarter. I don't see why not. And then start working on the actual interior, putting stuff together. I'm going to paint the floors some sort of way. Probably just some sort of epoxy, brush it on, or some sort of rhino line brush. I want to do something brush on. I don't want to spray anything. Something that could be brushed or rolled on, just to get a uniform foundation for any insulation I put, or just clean it up, because that's really the last of the car that's not been touched, is the inside of it. So stay tuned for more work, and thanks for watching.